Welcome to Almost Live. I'm your host, Shane Phillips, and I'm here with Toby Simpson, the CEO of Striver, and David McKenzie, the MD of McKenzie Jones. They don't like having their title stated, but I said it anyway. And we're talking about what we hate that candidates do when they come in to interview. So what's the number one top pet peeves you have when candidates come in for an interview? What's the do not do?
They're late.
Ugh.
I'm a tardiness policeman. If you're going to be coming to a meeting, arrive 5 minutes early, whatever happens. Don't set off 10 minutes before your interview. Get there on time, because a consultant's giving you their valuable time, or a client is. There's no excuse for turning up late.
That's going to be challenging in this region.
No, it's not. Why?
Well, I think I'm a bit more relaxed if somebody comes in a bit late because, you know, in the region, they're not necessarily renowned for, you know, it's not...
That's an excuse.
The clock, for example, it's more organic, you know, it's more about the...
No, but I think it's respect. I think if you're obviously not valuing that person's time if you turn up 20 minutes late for a meeting. I mean, if a candidate turned to a client meeting late, what would the client think?
Yeah, it's not good.
Exactly. So why should they turn up late to us?
But sometimes the client won't show up to the interview either. So
very true. You're talking about Saudi, aren't you? Yeah, absolutely. And I think, you know, I've said to candidates, if they're going for an interview and the client doesn't turn up for 20 minutes, leave that meeting.
I give it 30 minutes. So I check in at 15 and then at 30 say, look, let's reschedule. And go. Toby, what's your pet peeve?
I kind of think more about during the interview process, and the thing that annoys me is when they want to start giving you a 5-minute overview before you've even asked a question. It's that kind of, they've come in prepared, they've been thinking about it in the taxi on their way over, and they just want to rattle at you. And we're there to do, you know, we're there for to really get to the bottom of your experience. We're there for a very methodical process. And good interviewers know what they're doing, you know, before you've turned up. So it's be patient, sit back, and you know, and be totally open. This isn't totally about you selling to us. It's actually about creating an honest relationship between yourself and the agent, because we're going to need to defend you at some point in the future. So we need to have all the information, all the skeletons, all the, you know, the hard, the honest truth about what's in your background, and you know, we can help you move forward from that. But trying to, you know, kind of skirt various situations, trying to pull the wool over our eyes, actually won't end up doing you any good at a process when it comes to offer stage.
Also, I listen. Candidates don't listen sometimes. Like you said, they come and they just go block, and they give you their elevator pitch, and they don't actually listen to what you're asking them.
Mine is first the handshake. So they have that limp handshake.
Oh, yeah.
Disqualify. Sunglasses on the head, disqualified. Toby would be disqualified for the, you know, doing the Toby tie. That's got to go, you know.
What about no tie?
Let's see if it's a marketing person or a lot of private equity guys, they won't wear a tie.
Yeah.
Wear the pocket poof and the thing. That's really what you're saying is I'm above management sometimes. It could say, hey, I'm not a corporate tie guy, I'm a marketing creative person. So it depends on the role, but if you're gonna wear a tie, wear it properly. That's what I would say. But
and with a poof in your pocket.
What's a poof?
What's a poof?
with the PE guys, they won't wear the tie, they wear the pockets.
Handkerchief.
What did you call it? A poof?
Yeah.
Isn't that what you put your feet on?
I don't know where you're putting your body parts outside. It's not. So, and then not having details, so you don't have results. So, you know, again, you have really specific questions. They try to go on a run on it. I'll just cut them off and redirect them. But then they don't have any depth, like, you know, in terms of what you've done, what's the result.
So what do you think? I mean, somebody asked me the other day, what do I do in an interview? And I said, prepare, go in, listen to what the interview is asking you, and be prepared to summarise your career in a very short space of time. It's almost like an hors d'oeuvre, so people get a taste of what you've done, and then they can ask more questions. Bring your CV with you every time. The amount of times when people don't bring their CV in, I know it's a bit old school.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because basically, if you're a recruiter, okay, and you're interviewing 5 people in a day, you may not have their CV with you. 9 times out of 10 you will do. But I think you should always take your CV. It shows you're prepared. Any examples of your work you've done? Like, you know, when we're doing digital marketing, they bring in an iPad and they show us all their stuff.
Yeah, so that when you're showing a portfolio.
You don't think a CV?
No, I think if an interviewer turns up without your CV, they're not doing a very good job.
True, I agree on that. Yeah.
I wouldn't blame the candidate for that.
So The other thing is that what I disqualify if it's a CFO or a salesperson if they don't know their numbers.
Yes.
Immediate disqualification. So there you have it, a couple tips and tricks in terms of what you should be doing in an interview, and you've kind of seen the pet peeves of people who are interviewing every day, sometimes 10 interviews a day. This is Almost Live. Thanks for watching. I'm your host, Shane Phillips.